So if I'm trying to, usually I play more of the soft landing, maybe trickle out bunker shots. But if I need to get some spin on something, I've got real open, and I'm thinking I'm going to come real steep. Notice how I'm getting well outside my target line. So if this is my target line here, and I've got my feet open a little bit, I'm coming out here with it. That allows me to come real steep on that golf ball, which is going to let me splash down into the sand easier. Okay? So if I want to get this out real quick, that went up real fast, came down real soft, and just kind of stopped. We just hit bunker shots, and a couple of the same key characteristics work in the flop shot. We will open up our stance like we did in the bunker shot. With that pitch shot, if you'll remember, we had the ball in the middle of our stance, nice and square to the target. Weren't using a lot of wrists, right? And we finished with the club face open to the sky. That got us that nice high flight that we were using. So the flop shot, face is going to be open to the sky again, right? This time we're using a little bit of wrist action though. That wrist action is going to create the speed we need for that real high flight and real soft landing, okay? It's not about power though. We're not trying to make a full swing. We're trying to get that club head moving fast at the ball, okay? The next biggest thing we keep in mind is this shot, we're not hitting down on it. We talked about other iron shots where you hit down on the ball in order for the ball to roll up the face and go in the air. This is not a hit down shot. This is a slide the club underneath the ball so that it just basically bounces straight up and comes straight down, okay? Don't necessarily need to take a divot with this. Usually you'll be using it out of the rough, so there's going to be a nice little cushion between you and the ground. The goal is to slide that club right underneath that ball and just basically graze it. Does that make sense? Okay? But I'm creating speed in this shot with my little bit of wrist action, okay? We're not releasing the club, but we are more of a flick, okay? You'll let them break on the way back, and on the finish, we're just straightening them, okay? Anyone notice my finish? Where is that?
Low and
real low, right? And that club face is still open to the sky. What that's doing is by keeping it low, keeping the club low most of the swing, I'm now keeping it a nice flat swing, going to slide underneath that ball, and then by controlling the finish here, I'm not going to hit it over the green. It's controlling the distance. And this is definitely a distance control shot, okay? So we're not swinging hard, just controlling it. Only going 10-15 yards, landed very soft, okay? No divot really to speak of, not a big swing, little wrist action.